Good day, everyone. Today's discussion focuses on how education can prepare students for future challenges by strengthening three interconnected competencies, which are critical thinking, collaboration, and adaptability. In a rapidly changing world shaped by technological, social, and environmental uncertainties, students need more than subject knowledge. They must be able to analyze information carefully, work effectively with others, and adjust their thinking when situations change. So these competencies are consistently emphasized in future skill frameworks and are central to teacher education and professional practice according to LR's 2020. So for example, Filipino students might analyze community disaster response data while students in other countries collaborate online to address shared global concerns. So in both cases, these skills enable learners to respond meaningfully to real-world challenges. But first, let us look at our learning objectives. So by the end of this session, it is expected to explain future-ready education by identifying the roles of critical thinking, collaboration, and adaptability in addressing evolving educational challenges. Second, describe the foundation of critical thinking, collaboration, and adaptability in effective teaching and learning across Philippine and global contexts. Lastly, analyze the role of teachers and schools in preparing learners for future challenges amid technological, social, and educational changes. So we have here the conceptual foundations. Future skills are defined as the mobilization of knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values to meet complex demands, according to LR's 2020. So this definition highlights that being future ready involves not only what learners know, but how they apply knowledge ethically and effectively in uncertain situations. Additionally, intelligence is viewed as contextual and dynamic rather than fixed. According to Derbali and colleagues in 2023, explained that intelligence develops through experience, reflection, and interaction. So for instance, students who integrate information from multiple sources to solve ill-defined problems, such as designing a community disaster response plan, demonstrate both cognitive flexibility and contextual intelligence. Now we have critical thinking. Critical thinking is described as an ongoing process of analysis and evaluation that supports reasoned decision making. Ehlers in 2020. It involves questioning assumption, examining evidence, and forming conclusions that are logically and ethically justified. To activate critical thinking, instructional strategies such as inquiry-based learning and reflective exercises are essential. Adu and colleagues in 2024 emphasizes also that students must be given opportunities to investigate issues, reflect on their reasoning, and justify their conclusion. Now, for example, students may compare conflicting reports on community flooding and recommend appropriate responses based on data reliability. So this demonstrates evaluation and judgment rather than memorization. Now we have also collaboration. Collaboration is not simply working in groups. So it is coordinated process of meaning making and co-construction of understanding, according to Derbali in 2023. So this requires communication, shared reasoning, and negotiated understanding. Structured collaborative tasks enhance both cognitive and interpersonal development. According to Ado et al. In 2024, assigning clear roles ensures collaboration is purposeful and intellectually engaging. For instance, students rotate roles such as data analyst, designer, and communicator, promoting accountability and shared responsibility. Now we have adaptability. Adaptability refers to the ability to apply understanding flexibly in new and unpredictable contexts. Within the Future Skills Framework, adaptability enables learners to respond effectively to change. According to Ehlers in 2020, experiential learning and simulations are especially effective in developing adaptability. Addo et al. Note that real-world tasks encourage learners to revise strategies based on feedback and changing conditions. For example, students adjust project plans mid-task when assumptions change, strengthening resilience and flexible thinking. Now, of course, the core triad critical thinking, collaboration, and adaptability functions as an integrated set of competencies. Critical thinking guides analysis, collaboration supports shared reasoning, and adaptability ensures responsive action. A practical classroom example is a community climate risk response project. Students analyze data, collaborate to develop strategies, revise plans based on feedback, and reflect on ethical implication. Now, in Philippine and global context, future skills are relevant but locally and internationally. Ehlers 2020 and Dervely et al. 2023 emphasize that while contexts differ, the foundational competencies remain consistent. In Philippine classrooms, this may involve community-based projects addressing local issues. Globally, students collaborate across cultures, preparing them for diverse professional environments. Now, instruction should emphasize process-oriented learning and reflection. Reflection helps learners understand how their thinking evolves and strengthens professional judgment. Assessment must move beyond traditional tests. Formative assessments such as portfolios and self-assessments captures growth in reasoning, collaboration, and adaptability. Technology supports this process by enabling collaboration and feedback across boundaries. In conclusion, preparing students for future challenges requires the deliberate cultivation of critical thinking, collaboration, and adaptability. These competences align with child-teacher education outcomes and are essential in both Philippine and global contexts. So as future educators, understanding and applying these principles will allow you to design learning experiences that prepare students not only for academic success, but for meaningful participation in a complex and changing world. That's all. Thank you.